brands that are offering you, they're lowballing you. That's what's happening is these marketers, they're realizing that this space is so powerful, they're trying to get free promotion or really cheap promotion. So what I suggest is ask for more money. If there's deals that you don't want to do that you're getting offered, counter offer with a big, like if they say, we'll pay you 500 bucks to do this, and you're like, I don't really want to do that. I feel like it's going to like alienate my audience. I'd come back and be like, okay, I'll do it for $2 grand. And they might say no, and you'd be like, okay, peace, that's fine. Or they might be like, all right, and you might be like, holy crap. I've done that before. I got offered a deal, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, please. I'm like, no, please. I'm like, hey, pay me double. And they're like, okay. I was like, okay, I'll do it. It was a good deal, but I just was stressed out and didn't want to do it. So we have to raise. Am I pissing any like market people off? I'm sure I'm like this. There's people in the background that are like, why is he saying all this? I'm just saying what I feel.
So, can you describe, like, from when you started to when you actually started making money, and like how long it took and the process, and then once you started making money, how it grew and whatnot?
Yep. So I got on YouTube. I found YouTube. I started making videos, and then I found out you could get paid to do it. And so I linked my Google AdSense. I did that whole thing where they like deposit 11 cents in your checking account, and you have to go verify it, and they're like, I thought they were stealing my money. And then I got my very first check from YouTube was $305. And in my mind, that was groceries. At the time I had 3 kids, a mortgage, and I was like, I just got 300 bucks. I thought it was fake. I went to my bank and I said, can I withdraw that $300? Thinking it was a scam, thinking they were gonna arrest me or something. They gave me the cash, and I remember walking out like, suckers. But when I got that first 300 bucks, I was like, okay, I love this. Like, I was searching for what I was gonna do. I was a school bus driver, I was a real estate agent, I sold cars, I sold pest control door to door, I did all that stuff, searching for what I wanted to be when I grew up. When I found YouTube and I made that first 300 bucks, I thought to myself, how can I make this grow? How can I make this, my first goal was to make it into $1,000 bucks a month. If I can make $1,000 a month on YouTube, that meant I could pay my mortgage, and that would free up a ton of my time to be with my family more. So it's all about just like finding out what works and just keep applying it. And you have to dive into this. When I got that first check, I was like Googling, like, how do you make money on YouTube? And of course there were 0 results. The only thing that was out at the time, there was a YouTuber by the name of Naltz who wrote a 20-page ebook about like best tips and practices for YouTube. I read that book like 6 times. I got into any YouTuber that was making videos for a living that I could tell like was making money. I watched every single one of their videos. I read all of their video description. I went to their Twitter and looked at all of their tweets. Like, I dove into this world with both feet. I mean, I had, at the time, my own granite countertop business, and I remember my wife yelling at me because I was supposed to go finish this big job. That was like a $10,000 granite job, but I'm making a video in my room, and she's like, you need to go do that thing. And I'm like, I'm making videos, woman! So it's like anything. If you want to grow it, you have to just get into it 110%, and it's a lot of work because Disney and, you know, all these big companies are coming into this space now, and they have a lot of money and a lot of resources. So, and able to compete with that, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time, and you're gonna have to really get into it and just learn all the ins and outs. And that just is gonna be time and perseverance. So that's a good question. Okay, 2 more.